Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want no secret? It's Friday. It's the JMSports Show. It's the Friday edition. And I'm your host, Jonathan Mozart. If you couldn't hear that, it's Friday. Because it's Friday, it's a football Friday. Not much of a baseball Friday. We'll talk a little bit of baseball. But I think most of you care about football. You care about college football picks. Care about NFL picks too? They're already up. Go check them out. Put them up a few hours ago, actually. A little bit late today. We will touch on baseball just a little bit, though. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We just cannot settle it in the American League East. Orioles win. Yankees win. Thursday, Orioles win. Yankees win. Friday, Orioles lose. Yankees win. Lose. We are still tied in the American League East with records of 81 and 63. Now, here is the interesting part of this. Tampa Bay is playing the New York Yankees. Nobody is happier to beat the Yankees and see the Orioles lose than Tampa Bay, who is now only 3 games back. By all intents and purposes, they could pull into 1 game back if they could get a sweep of the Yankees, provided the O's continue to lose. Interesting. Meanwhile, the White Sox and Tigers, they had a rainout yesterday. The Tigers still 1 game back. And really, in the National League, everything is pretty much all but decided. Oakland's 3 games back from Texas in the AL West. Taking a quick look here at the wild card. Not going to spend a lot of time on this. Not really going to go over scores or preview anything for tomorrow because college picks are going to take up most of the day today. I do have an upset in college football as well. We'll get to that in a second. Oakland still leads in the American League national or wild card race as they did beat the Orioles. However, it's a 3-way tie between Oakland, Baltimore, and the New York Yankees. And Oakland actually has a better record than Baltimore and the Yankees. So really, I believe, if for all intents and purposes their A's were to win the division, I think it's 2 teams getting the wild card. But meanwhile, over in the National League, Atlanta and St. Louis are now deadlocked. They are tied at for the wild card spot. Records of 82 and 63 and 76 and 69 respectively. But they are tied in the wild card spot. The Dodgers are a game back. Pittsburgh 3 games back. Philadelphia's 3 games back. Milwaukee 3.5 games back. They lost to the Mets tonight. So things stay pretty hot and heated there. So there you go. There's a quick look at baseball. Wasn't much of one, but there you go. Alright. Here we go. Are you ready for some college football? There has been 2 games already this week. Rutgers taking a 23-13 win over South Florida on Thursday gave us a 1-0 record for the week. Then Friday, here we go. Washington State, UNLV. What a game. Washington State has a very potent offense. UNLV has a good offense, but was very potent tonight. Washington State rushed out to a quick 14-0 lead, did not last long. It was 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. And then it was 28-20 at the half. Got exciting. Back and forth game, but the Rebels are 0-3. They have lost by a combined total of 14 points. 3 games, combined total 13 points. 30-27 Minnesota in overtime in week 1. 17-14 in Northern Arizona last week. And 35-27 tonight. Next up for the Rebels, Air Force. Could be a winnable game there. That's next Saturday. We are 2-0, that means, on the week. However, I did have to go back because something just did not quite look right with our record. I had to go back. I had to redo the record from week 2. I screwed up last week on last week's record by a couple of games. That threw everything off, so I redid everything. The correct overall record for the year is 100, with the 2 wins this week, is 122 wins and 129 losses. Now somehow I really screwed up on the lifetime record, and I was about 7 wins ahead of myself, so I did scale back on that. We have 1,253 career college football wins and 443 losses, so I got to cut myself back on a loss. I was up on a loss too somehow. Don't quite know how that happened, but now everything is accurate. Alright, like I said, we have an upset in college football that I'm calling for this week. Here we go. Let's get right to the action. Wake Forest takes on number 5 Florida State on ESPN. And I'm actually not going to do channels because that's going to take way too long. So, but I am going to go Florida State. California takes on 12th ranked Ohio State. Give me the Buckeyes. Number 13 Virginia Tech takes on Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh really needs a win here. They're 0-2. I don't think they're going to get it though. Virginia Tech is too good. Give me Virginia Tech. Number 16 TCU in Kansas. I'm going with TCU. Western Michigan takes on Minnesota. Give me the Gophers in that game there. Arkansas State takes on Nebraska. Give me Nebraska. Louisiana Lafayette takes on Oklahoma State. Going with Oklahoma State. Northern Illinois takes on Army. Going with Northern Illinois. Charleston Southern takes on Illinois. I'm going with Illinois, but Illinois is not a very good football team. Bethune-Cookman takes on Miami Hurricanes. Boy, oh boy, the Hurricanes need a win. They got killed by Kansas State last week. They need to win bad. I think they get it against Bethune-Cookman. Eastern Michigan takes on Purdue. Give me the Boilermakers. Louisiana Monroe takes on Auburn. Louisiana Monroe upset Arkansas last week and knocked them right out of the top 25. Can they do it again? Can they upset Auburn? I don't think so. Auburn, coming off of a disappointing loss against Mississippi State last week, I think Auburn rolls Louisiana Monroe. UConn and Maryland. Give me the Terrapins. I'm going with Maryland. Presbyterian takes on Vandy. Give me Vanderbilt. Tennessee Tech takes on 4th ranked Oregon. Give me Oregon. Furman takes on 11th ranked Clemson. Give me Clemson. Number 1 Alabama and Arkansas. Can Arkansas win this game? Can they knock off the number 1 team in the country? They can. They're going to be pretty upset. Really upset. They are the first team to fall for, I believe they were 8th going into last week. I think they're the first team in history of the BCS system to fall from 8th to wherever they were, right out of the top 25 after they lost last week to Louisiana Monroe. They're going to be angry, but I still think Alabama is the better football team. I'm going with Bama in that game. Massachusetts, the number 17 Michigan. Michigan needs a big performance. Michigan, and this is their chance to get it against Massachusetts here. Michigan really needs a big performance. Getting thumped by Alabama the first week. And their schedule doesn't get much easier. They have Notre Dame. They beat Air Force, only 31-25. They struggled to beat Notre Dame. They struggled to beat Air Force last week, 31-25. They're a ranked team. But quite frankly, I could see them, even if they beat UMass, I could see them dropping out of the rankings if they do not have a good performance. Michigan needs to come out and really put some points on the board against UMass. Notre Dame is who they play next week. So they really need a good performance against Massachusetts on Saturday. North Carolina at 19th ranked Louisville. Oh boy. I'm going with the Cardinals. Be careful for the upset. I'm putting them on upset alert, but I'm going with Cardinals. Virginia and Georgia Tech. I'm going with Georgia Tech, a little bit shaky there. Boston College and Northwestern. I'm going with Northwestern. Navy and Penn State. I've watched both of Penn State's games so far. I've watched every snap of Penn State football this season. I'm actually not going to watch the Penn State Navy game tomorrow, or at least not watch it in its entirety. I might, continue to check on it, but I'm not going to watch it in its entirety. Penn State is just terrible. They can't even kick field goals. I'm going to say that Navy comes in, and Penn State's a mess. I'm going to say Navy comes in and gets the win over Penn State. Morgan State and Akron. Going to go Akron. Don't feel all that great about it. Northern Iowa takes on Iowa. Give me Iowa. Texas A&M takes on SMU. It's only Texas A&M's second game. They're not going to be very happy after losing in overtime to Florida last week, an upset that I called for. I'm going with Texas Tech to come out and get a win against SMU. East Carolina takes on Southern Miss. Give me Southern Miss. Miami of Ohio takes on Boise State. I'm going to go with Boise State. Stony Brook takes on Syracuse. Give me the Cuse. Portland State and Washington. Give me the Washington Huskies. Florida International and UCF. Give me UCF. Jay Madison takes on number 9, West Virginia. West Virginia in that game there. 18th ranked Florida, 23rd ranked Tennessee. Here's the deal. Florida is going to lose games. Florida is not great. Tennessee is the better team than Florida, in my mind. Game is in Tennessee. I'm going with Tennessee. I'm calling upset. I'm saying number 23 Tennessee beats number 18 Florida. That's my upset of the week. South Alabama takes on North Carolina State. Give me the Wolfpack. North Carolina State Wolfpack. UTSA takes on Georgia State. I'm going to go with UTSA, even though my stomach says Georgia State could upset them. Cal Poly takes on Wyoming. Give me Wyoming. Ohio takes on Marshall. Give me Ohio. I really like what Ohio has done this year so far. I think possibly looking at their schedule, maybe an undefeated year could be in the making for the Bobcats this year. Quickly run down the rest of their schedule that we've got right here. Marshall, they could win that one. Norfolk State, Massachusetts, Buffalo, Akron, Miami of Ohio. They could struggle a little bit there. Should be able, really. There's two games that could possibly trip them up. Bowling Green on November 7th and Miami, Ohio on the 27th of October. But I think, definitely, I think this is a 10-win program at least for the Ohio Bobcats this year. Really, really like what they're doing, and I'm going with them to win again tomorrow. Next up on the college football docket, we have UAB and 8th ranked South Carolina. I'm going to go with South Carolina. North Texas takes on 15th ranked Kansas State. It's hard to go against Kansas State, so guess what? I'm not going to. Western Kentucky takes on Kentucky. Give me Kentucky. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Arizona State takes on Missouri. I'm going to go with Missouri to bounce back after not being able to pull off the upset last week. North Carolina Central takes on Duke. I'm going to go with Duke. A little shaky, but going to do it. Nicholls State takes on. Middle Tennessee takes on Memphis. I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee. Nicholls State takes on Tulsa. I'm going to go with Tulsa. Rice takes on Louisiana Tech. I'm going with Louisiana Tech. Delaware State takes on Cincinnati. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. New Mexico takes on Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech. Bowling Green and Toledo. Going to go with Bowling Green. Mississippi State and Troy. Going with Mississippi State. Sam Houston and Baylor. I'm going with Baylor. Northwestern State and Nevada. I'm going to go with the Nevada Wolfpack. Number 2 USC. Number 21 Stanford. Game can be seen on Fox. Be careful. We could see an upset here, but I don't think it's very likely. I am going to go with SC in the game. Florida Atlantic takes on 7th ranked Georgia. I'm going to go with Georgia. Idaho and number 3 LSU. Give me LSU. The big game, a game I cannot wait for. The rivalry continues. Number 20 Notre Dame. Number 10 Michigan State. I think Michigan State is just all around the better team. and that is who I'm going with. I'm going with Michigan State. South Dakota takes on San Diego State. I'm going to go with San Diego State. Colorado State takes on San Jose State, and I am going to go with San Jose State. Said I was going with? I don't even know. No, I'm actually going with Colorado State. My apologies. Good thing I typed this stuff out first. Western Illinois takes on Iowa State. Give me Iowa State. Ball State takes on Indiana. I'm going to go with Indiana. Utah State takes on Wisconsin. Give me Wisconsin to bounce back after their loss against Oregon State last week that knocked them out of the rankings. Colorado and Fresno State. I'm going with Fresno State. New Mexico State and UTEP. I'm going with New Mexico State. Number 14 ranked Texas takes on Ole Miss. I'm going to go with Texas. BYU takes on Utah. BYU is 25th ranked. Careful for an upset here, but I'm going to go BYU. Houston takes on 22 UCLA. Looking forward to getting an opportunity to watch UCLA play tomorrow or Saturday. I'm going with UCLA. South Carolina State takes on number 24 Arizona. I'm going on with Arizona. And last but not least, Lamar takes on Hawaii. I'm going with Hawaii. So there you go. Kind of a quick video, but not really. I guess it's 16 minutes. It's kind of long. Couple of things I want to mention. This is basically what Fridays are going to be. It's going to be more of a football type feel. It's not a very long show, not a very good one. Normally, I'll get more in depth probably with my college games. I do want to say two quick things though. I will be putting as my cameras flipping out. So I'm in slow motion. Okay. You can follow me on Twitter. I changed the Twitter name. It is at JMSports Show. At JMSports Show. I'll put a link in the description. You can also like us on Facebook, The JMSports Show. Search for that. You'll find it. So there you go. I have updates there, and I also post the show there. Twitter, you'll get tweets. Some tweets tomorrow. More tweets during NFL stuff on Sundays. And there you go. So follow me there. Links will be in the description for both. Also, for those of you who are interested in contacting me, don't want to contact me via YouTube, Facebook, or any of that, you want to contact me personally for whatever reason, I made a special email account just for the show. We will dip into it if we have to, and you have questions or whatever, we will bring it up on the show so you guys can interact a little bit. This is all lowercase. Write this down. It's JMSportsShow at yahoo.com. Okay, JMSportsShow at yahoo.com. I am going to put I'm going to type it out and put it in an annotation somewhere in the video. So, alright guys, that is going to do it for me. It is Friday. That means I am done for the week, even though we're only a few JMSports shows old. I've gotten one subscriber out of the first few days. I love it, but I'm getting a lot of views, a little bit of feedback. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the support. It's been a wonderful, quick week of doing the JMSports Show. Enjoy your football weekend, college football Saturday, college football or NFL on Sunday. Enjoy it all. I'll see you guys Monday. This is the JM Sports Show.